looks super cool when you do it.
Yeah. And so like every time it's like panic, like.
But yeah, all those mountain bucks that nobody ever sees, like those are the ones you want to get.
You could just see his face and his antlers, and dude,
they don't get huge like the ones that you have over there for, just being stupid and hanging out.
I am just not a good enough hunter. Hey everyone out there, thank you so much for tuning in to another Addicted Hunting podcast. Today's going to be a fun episode because we're going to just talk about all the positives, negatives, pros, cons of rifle, muzzleloader, archery, shotgun. We're going to have a couple little arguments, hopefully.
Oh, hopefully, yeah.
No, we're going to talk. It's going to be a fun conversation today, guys. But you guys also have some conversations in the comments. We want to hear what your guys' opinion is on all this stuff. And we're doing these podcasts to build a community of like-minded people. So we want you guys engaging. So drop some comments below and let us know what you guys think about these weapon choices. But let's get started with, why don't we just start with archery because it's the lamest.
Let's just start with the Losers Club, archery hunters. Let's go.
We'll start with that.
No, honestly, man, I have a ton of respect for archery hunters. I am just not a good enough hunter. I have come to realize that after spending 4 years in Idaho trying to kill elk with my bow and shooting and losing one, guess what? Because I shot too high.
Common theme.
I have a ton of freaking respect for archery hunters because the reality is about archery hunting, guys, is it takes, you envision trying to kill an animal with a rifle. And then you think about all the positives that you have of that, and then you take it, and now you try to kill them with a bow.
Yeah.
And it's so much harder. It takes so much more skill and so much more. You have to think about so much more.
Well, in the shot opportunities that you have with a bow versus, say, a rifle, I'm not the guy that's going to take a shot, say at the back of the head with a bow, even at point blank range, as to where like
that's a kill shot, bro.
but with a rifle, I mean, just I think the concussion alone would kill him. But like that's to me, that's the difference.
So let's talk a little bit about the benefits of archery because there is an insane amount of benefits, and one of them that we can start with are your seasons.
First in the woods, man.
One of the things that's awesome about archery hunting is you always seems to be the first people in the woods.
Yep.
And at least in Washington State where we live, the seasons are always longer for archery hunters.
That's honestly that's where I started archery hunting when I was 18. And the reason I did was because I started looking at those things. I'm like the rifle, even when I was a kid, the rifle mule deer season was like 10 days.
It's like, 8 days.
Yeah, and then you get 3 weekends basically if you were a Western blacktail hunter, still the same way. But it's like I looked at archery and just the opportunity. Number one, it's like, okay, if I can go hunt in certain areas that I want to hunt for deer, and then that's also when I started archery hunting for elk too, because now I can go after 2 animals at one time. It's like if you're going after your elk and you bump into a mule deer or a giant, blacktail, like you have the opportunity.
Yep.
So it's like, to me, that was always the benefit. It always seemed like the seasons were longer, the early season and then the late season opportunities.
Well, and then also the reason I have gotten into it and really want to continue to stay into it. In fact, we need to talk about Idaho because I really want you guys to put in with me.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
As a group. But hunting elk with a bow, I don't know that there's any, and this is coming from someone who just eats, sleeps, and breathes and loves hunting more than probably anything other than my family. There is nothing like archery elk hunting.
No.
Like, there is nothing like it. Like when and I've only had a couple experiences because I've only done it 4 years. I've only had 2 experiences where I was like blown away. And those experiences alone, like, I'm going to be chasing. Like the rest of my life, I'm going to be chasing them.
Yeah.
It's just hearing them bugle and just the way that they act. And
you're interacting with an animal. You're interacting with a wild animal.
It's so much like a more personal experience with the animal. Like you were saying with elk, like I've been on several archery elk hunts.
Yeah.
And it like if you've never done it, like when you get into, especially with elk, because you're hunting them in the rut typically with a bow.
Yeah.
Having elk screaming around you and from me to you bugling is it's scary, exhilarating. It's just like, it's the craziest experience. And like for anyone who has not done it,
Yeah.
I recommend if you want to go bow hunting, go archery elk.
Dude, and
it will literally change your hunting. Like
it'll change. This is my first experience. I literally go up with Colt to scout. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna archery elk hunt. I'm like, screw it. I'm gonna do it.
Just out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I'm like, I just really want to do it. I had no one to go with. I just said, you know what? I'm just gonna pick a random unit in Idaho. I looked at the map. This is when you could buy tags over the counter. I looked at the map and I went, oh, this unit looks cool. Lots of cool ranges. It's close to Montana. I like it. Picked it. Went over there. The first time me and Colt go over there, we literally go to this spot. We walk over the edge and Colt does 1 cow call and 3 bulls bugle. And I'm like, cannot be real.
Yeah, dude, you don't get hooked any more than that.
Dude, I was like, unbelievable. And then, you know, my buddy Sean who's really kind of like inspired me to want to get into the archery elk hunting thing. He literally sacrificed 3 of his own elk hunting seasons to try to help me get one. Like, didn't hunt at all, and you know, didn't really hunt for himself to try to help me kill my first archery elk. In the first year, he did it. I mean, he put me right on one. I think I've already told the story in the podcast, and then all the years after that, it was just tough. It just wasn't like that first year, but you can see I'm even just getting excited right now talking about
and that is when Marlon became addicted to hunting.
Yeah, dude. Archery elk hunting is really, really cool.
It is. There's a lot that goes into it. I mean,
yeah, it's tough. It's challenging. I think that's another thing that excites me about it. You know, I think that's why hunting in general is so exciting to me right now. And not to sound like, hopefully this doesn't come off like douchey, but I love fishing. Don't get me wrong. Like today, I had an absolute blast.
Yeah.
But it's not that hard to me anymore. Like, and that probably is going to sound super lame to some people, but it's like, I just feel like it's not the challenge that I have with hunting anymore. No. Like, I've been fishing now, extensively crazy fishing for 30 years.
Yeah.
And hunting, I just don't have that experience. I haven't done all the things that I've done with fishing, and it's just grasped onto me like, dude, more than anything ever has.
I think archery out of all, probably
for sure.
By a long shot.
For sure. Because it's super difficult. Well, before we're going to do that, I was going to talk a couple more pros before we get into the cons of it. But another pro, I feel like, and you can maybe speak to this a little more, but it seems like the pressure is lower. Like there's not near as many archery hunters as there are in muzzle and
depending on the unit, depending on the unit that you go to, like that'll be a big deciding factor. I hunt where I hunt. I have never seen another guy other than anybody who's been in my party. Now, granted, where we go, it sucks to get into. It's hot. It sucks. It flat out just sucks. And then coming out, same thing. You know, but I don't see anybody. And I mean, I know, and again, there's not that many. And a lot of guys that do it, they want to wait till the rut. They'll wait till November, chase them in the snow. Like, you know, so it's like, it just depends on where you're at. But I don't see as many people, obviously, as we do see in muzzleloader, with that being this year for me having that experience. And then obviously everybody knows the pumpkin patch when you're a rifle hunter.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so we have the seasons, you know, getting out there before everyone else, a little bit less pressure. What other positives are there to archery? Because I don't have any.
It's good and bad. You have really long days. So it's like if you spot a buck that's bedded up, you have all day to get to him.
Oh, that's true, because you're hunting earlier.
But days are a lot longer. Yeah. Which, I mean, it's a double-edged sword. It's like if you're out there late, you're getting up again just super early. So it's like...
Well, and that kind of plays... This is another thing that kind of plays with the seasons, too. But you're also the first people that these deer are really seeing again in a long time.
Yeah. There's no other sense, like, out there. Like, nobody's... I mean, You can go through like there's areas that are leased out to farming and stuff like that. That's the only thing that these animals see. So, I mean, sometimes I feel like wearing a plaid shirt and blue jeans might be more beneficial. But
farmer flash.
Well, it's like that dude. It's like that whitetail. He didn't care about that truck. Imagine I would have been just sitting in the truck.
yeah, truck blind.
Dude, he might have walked right up to me.
Yeah. Yep.
They don't. They get used to that stuff. They totally do.
I can say for mule deer with archery, they're definitely more patterned.
Oh,
and
for sure.
They're bachelored up.
Yep.
They're all still full velvet at the beginning of season. All the bucks typically run together. Like you'll have, anywhere from a group of 3 to 12,
To that one that you didn't see that was bedded down before all of them, and that's the one that
Yeah,
busts you.
they're definitely like, they're easier to locate just because they're together and they haven't shed their velvet and not separating into their own areas that they're getting their territory in. So that's another
I don't feel
benefit.
like they're as nocturnal. Yeah.
Yeah. They're definitely more patterned. They're easier to figure out their.
Yeah. For sure. Well, archery hunter, any other benefits?
You look super cool when you do it.
Yeah. Let's listen to this long list of.
You're so lame.
He looks super cool.
You look super cool.
He
when
looks
you
super
do
cool.
it.
Chicks dig it. Chicks love it.
No, they don't.
They don't. I don't think they do, actually. Yeah.
There has to be. I mean, for some people, a positive could be the challenge. Some guys thrive off a challenge like that.
Yeah.
Some, not just guys, women, men,
Yeah.
everyone. Sometimes people thrive off a challenge like that.
Yeah. Yeah. They embrace the suck. Like, the suck factor of it to me is a lot worse. Dude, there's times where it's like you're pinned in positions. I mean, you've been pinned in positions, even hunting, whether it be rifle or muzzleloader as well. But I mean, there's times it's like, I'll go to the con, like being at full draw on an animal and just not having that opportunity and holding. Like, I feel like archery is one of those things to where it's a year-round thing. Like, it's not, don't pick up a bow and then walk out, day of archery season. Oh yeah, I shot my target last night, dude. I'm good to go. And
There's
then have
a lot of those guys.
and then have a
out there.
group that's like this at 20 yards.
Well, because that's what I've learned, even with a crossbow, the last couple of years, it's like the one thing that I just cannot stand about archery hunting is like, dude, it is literally a game of inches.
Yep.
And it's like, even some of the best hunters that I know that archery hunt lose animals every year.
Yeah.
Not just once a year.
Yeah.
Like all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't like that.
No.
Like that rarely happens with a muzzleloader or a rifle.
Or people just don't talk about it.
No.
No, not like.
I
Dude,
grow
you
up,
have so much more like power and velocity and just bolt and just everything
Yeah.
coming out of a rifle and stuff. Like
For sure.
you just have a lot more room for error. I mean, look at the shot on my deer this year. If that was a bow shot coming in that way, that deer would not have died. It's like that wasn't a very good shot, but there was so much power coming from that bullet, it didn't matter.
Yeah.
So you can't do that with a bow, and I think that's one of the things that makes it really cool and fun for people, but also makes it really sucky.
Yeah.
Because a lot of my worst experiences hunting in my head that still like keep me up at night are with a freaking bow.
Those highs and lows of archery. And it's a lot of it. You lose a lot of sleep over it. That's for sure. I've done it multiple times. Honestly, growing up, my stepdad would always be like, use a bow, feed a crow. I'm like, I mean, it's true. Like,
Use a bow,
feed a crow. I haven't heard that.
Dude, I
before.
think at the sportsman show for the Addicted Hunting booth, we need to have some funny shirts like that.
Oh yeah.
I was thinking another one. We just have one that says, "There he is. Here, hold my life."
Me and Colt have been sending those back and forth just as a joke. Yeah, it's like, what? And you're walking back.
Have you seen that? There's a funny one on TikTok right now. I've seen a few times where it's like the dude sitting there. It's like this kid. It's like he's saying something like,
Why is everybody having fun?
Yeah. Why is everybody having fun? I just want to be the one having fun. And there's like all these pictures of dead deer in the
I
background.
was talking about that today at work. Yeah, I'm so sad. Yeah.
All right, we're getting derailed.
Yeah.
We're getting derailed on the podcast, guys. Okay, so let's move on to any last words about archery.
goods and bads. I'll never give it up. That's for sure.
I love it too. As much as I'm, cracking jokes, guys, because I am joking about a lot of the stuff I say. Like, it is something that I want to continue to do and get better at, and become more of an all-around hunter when it comes to that. Especially because in Washington we have multi-season tags opportunities and things like that. So archery should be in your arsenal for sure, and it should be something that you're trying to aspire to do. Because
Just opens up
I
opportunities.
really want to go back to Idaho and do the archery. So
Yeah.
So okay,
Muzzleloader.
let's talk muzzy.
Ugh.
Muzzy. So I was always kind of like an anti-muzzy guy for years, because in the state of Washington you had to do like straight up like musket. It was like open everything. You're shooting like a cannonball out of your freaking front of your barrel. And I just heard so many stories of people's like guns misfiring or the powder not going off, or like, like Sean Keller told me a story of a blacktail where he had this blacktail, like the biggest one he's ever seen, at the time, at 30 yards. And it's just standing there looking at me. He pulled up in muzzleloader and bing, didn't go off. And so for years I was always anti-muzzleloader, but then as Washington started to change their laws a little bit,
Got a little more lenient.
it got a little bit more appealing to me.
Yeah.
And the reason it got appealing to me is because I think also one of the big positives of muzzleloader season is the seasons.
Yeah. The timing of it for sure.
You also get to get into the woods earlier on the deer, earlier on the elk. And a lot of times, especially in Washington, I don't know what you're seeing in other states out there, but like these elk seem to be lining up rutting still in muzzleloader season. So you can get the bugling elk if you can find the right ones. So that's why I originally switched. And then also pressure. Like, I know you felt like you saw a lot of guys this year during muzzleloader, but it's really not, dude. Like if you were to compare that to
Well, and where I was.
rifle, you can't even go anywhere in that without rifle season. But so that's another reason I think there are less people. I think you can get away from people during muzzleloader season, especially on public land if you're willing to hike and get into the backcountry. Like you can get away from people during muzzleloader. Where rifle, it's really tough with a rifle. Now with the technology, I think another positive thing to muzzleloader is they get you in the seasons earlier, they get you in the woods earlier, and now we have technology in muzzleloaders that can shoot like my muzzleloader they call the 300-yard muzzleloader.
All right.
So that to me is pretty insane.
Yeah. That ain't no chip shot. Like that's some distance.
No, I would never take that because you can't see an animal get lined up correctly on a 300-yard shot. But with my muzzleloader, which I have a Remington Ultimate muzzleloader, I've killed 2 elk, one at 126 yards and one at 141, and dropped both of them in their tracks. And so they shoot far.
Yeah.
And I think in the old times it was like, dude, 80 yards, 100 yards max is all you were shooting.
Yeah.
So I think the seasons...
It's the accuracy of it. Like you were saying, the technology with bullets. Like these companies are coming out with like these XLRs and everything. Like,
dude, my gun is a literal bolt action.
I know.
It might as well be a rifle.
I have never shot him up.
His is pretty cool. His is not pretty cool. It's really... I'm looking at getting one next year.
This is what sucks about a muzzleloader when you shoot an animal. You don't know what happened.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just cloud.
The smoke.
Yeah.
And so, like, every time it's like panic. Like,
did
I get him? Like, you know what I mean? It's like...
You just get this big bellow out in front of you, like... And then especially if there's any humidity, like any fog or anything, then it's even worse because then it just hangs. Like, well, this is really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think also another cool benefit to muzzleloader, which is also the same thing with archery, is a lot of units are open to like general that aren't like you get to hunt different units that you normally couldn't hunt with a rifle.
Yeah.
Which is sweet. That's another reason why I went to muzzleloader. I originally went to muzzleloader back in the day, probably 8 or 9 years ago for elk because of pressure.
Yeah.
Like I just wanted to get away from people a little bit more. And
the only thing and this is for here in Washington, is I wish this season had one more weekend. So that's, I mean, not talking, much time, but it bumps right into the rifle deer season.
You know what's crazy? They give rifle hunters like 13 days or something.
On the
Crazy.
west side, yeah.
They give muzzleloader hunters 7.
Yeah.
And what I was told is because that season window that they give us, a lot of elk get killed.
Yeah.
By muzzleloader hunters.
Oh, I believe it. Yeah. I mean, just from what I saw this year being out there with you guys, like it was pretty. Dude, was there a day that we weren't on elk?
No, that was a rough year.
Yeah.
That was a rough year. Like last year, we did quite a bit better. I mean, we had a few more opportunities last year than we did this year.
Yeah. No,
but we know how we got to fix that next.
I don't think I know anybody where I'm from that muzzleloader. Not one.
Well,
that's probably I've just never been exposed to it.
Here's another super cool thing about muzzleloader. So I drew a buck tag, which isn't like a quality tag. It's not like it takes 5 to 7 points to draw it. I had 9 or something in Washington State.
Which for you that don't know, that's like 7 to 9 years if it's 7 or 9 points.
Yeah.
Just to be clear.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is that is a buck tag.
Yeah.
But it's in a unit that normally is a quality buck tag, but it's because I'm hunting it with a muzzleloader, it now turns into a buck tag. But if you were hunting it with a rifle, it would be a quality
or archery
tag.
Years ago, because I drew it, they don't have it as an archery quality anymore. They just moved it to I think they just moved it to rifle and then a buck tag for muzzleloader.
Yeah.
So,
which I'm excited about because we definitely should still see those final does and estrus. You should still see some late chasing going on right now. And if we get, and I've heard that there's already like, because there's so much snow in the mountains, I've heard there's already bunch of megas like that have moved down.
But yeah, all those mountain bucks that nobody ever sees, like those are the ones you want to get.
Yep.
Those are the big ones.
I'm getting excited, guys. I only got a few more days and I get to go do this hunt. I'm
stoked.
Oh, it's gonna be
I
cool.
think this will be my first muzzleloader hunt I'll ever be.
That's cool. I'm excited you're coming.
Yeah.
Sweet. We're gonna try to film it. We're gonna try to film some of it for you guys for sure. What other positives to muzzleloader?
for us recently, just the advancements, being able to use 1-power scopes, being able to use a muzzleloader like yours, the early seasons, being able to get in there, the tail end of the rut for like elk.
A little bit less pressure.
Yeah, a little bit less pressure.
What is the season relativity to like archery? Like, are they close together?
They're like archery starts in September, and then muzzleloader is October.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's like, I'm gonna say there's like a week and a half or whatever in between.
Does rifle season overlap with it?
So
literally, yeah.
Rifle season deer starts the
day muzzleloader elk ends.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
And then rifle deer or rifle elk ends, and then late deer starts.
Gotcha.
Yeah. That's why a lot of camps are up there like the whole time. We hunt in a lot of timberland, guys. We hunt in a lot of, so a lot of our hunts, like our muzzleloader hunt and stuff, you guys will never see on film because unfortunately we hunt in private timberlands. And so you probably won't ever see that on film. But guys set up camps in there, and sometimes they're in there for like a month.
Long time. Yeah.
A month in a specific camp. So yeah.
Rifle, huh? Is that where we're at now?
I think it's time.
Well,
we didn't talk about the negatives.
Oh, God.
So I think one of the big negatives with muzzleloaders, it's a misconception. People think, oh, I have a muzzleloader, and I'll tell you a story about what happened with Cameron. People think, oh, I have a muzzleloader, it shoots like a rifle. It does not shoot like a rifle. Like you still, like you have to treat it like it's a bow. Like you want to aim for like the parts of the, like you can't front shoulder it. Like with my 300 Win Mag, I could go up to an elk and I could shoot it in the front shoulder, and it's dropping.
Yeah.
But when Cam's first year muzzleloader hunting with me, we had a day where it just was like blowing, super windy, pouring down rain. So we're like, screw this, dude. We're just going to go drive around. I think we're just going to go drive around the gravel and see if we see anything. And Cam had this bull just freaking 50 yards into the timber, just stood there. Let him stop his truck, let him get out, let him walk 15 yards off the road, pull up, square up on it. He cracked that thing off and he tried to front shoulder it, and that elk like took the bullet and looked at him and went and just kind of like ran off like nothing even hit him. Because for one, with the muzzleloader Cam was shooting, it was only 100 grains of powder. You know, you're only shooting a 250 grain, 50 caliber bullet, And it's just not, it doesn't have enough velocity or speed to blow through a shoulder
That
elk.
knockdown is just not there.
No. So that's one of the negatives with a muzzleloader. You have to be pretty accurate. You can't be trying to blow its front shoulder off or anything.
Hit the soft
Or-
parts.
We had a guy, one of our buddies, shot one over close to shot one in one of the areas that we hunt, and got 3 bullets in it. 3 muzzleloader bullets in it. And his first shot was good. He said, no, this is one of Colt's buddies. His first shot was like double lungy, is what he thought. And he tracked it and never found it. Got 3 bolts in it. And so muzzleloaders are effective and they're awesome, but you still have to make a good shot. Like,
Shot placement is key.
is key. And I'm not saying it's not with rifle, but I'm saying a lot of times with bigger rifles, like 300 Win Mags and ones that
There's
have,
more room for error.
you can mess up a little bit more.
Yeah, when you have all that energy like absorbed into the animal.
You can mess up a little more.
Yeah.
So I think another negative is what Cliff experienced this year.
Both. Yeah.
Late firing.
Humidity. Yep.
Water.
Yep.
Like any moisture gets down that barrel, it gets in your powder, your bullet's not gonna fire.
Yeah. Even again, like I want to say within the last couple of years, they were able to switch over to 209s, and that was with a 209. So I mean, that's a hot primer, and to have it peak like that delay and then peaking, I mean, 30 yards broadside. I mean, we've talked about it in previous podcasts. I mean, that's
Is it a pretty good wallop? Does that give you?
Oh yeah, it kicks. It blows. Mine does, dude, because mine's 200 grains of powder. It's
It's pushing some.
dude, when I shoot it to go sight it in, my arm's just destroyed.
Yeah. So I mean, just any
probably-
moisture is the
Probably a
killer.
con right there.
Oh, it is 100% a con, and I know for a fact I flinched a couple times when I
Yes.
shoot because I know it's gonna hurt.
You're just anticipating
Mm-hmm.
them, and that's when you jerk a shot.
Mhm.
Yep. That right there is a big con.
Yeah, that was a real humbling moment, though, for sure.
Yeah, you'll never do that again. So
No, because I'm gonna buy a different. I'm gonna buy a different
I'm gonna buy a
muzzleloader.
Remington Ultimate.
Yeah, exactly, dude. I'm not gonna mess around. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. You know, the other negative is it's not fast to reload.
No.
Like once you get like your first shot, better be a good one, because a lot of times it's going to take you, if you're fast, 25, 30 seconds. If you're really fast, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 seconds if you have a reload ready. But it's like it ain't fast.
Well, dude, it's not. I can tell you just based off my experience, it's not fast when your hands are shaking like this because you're like, I don't know if I hit him, and you're trying to get you're trying to grab out of your pouches and you're trying to watch for the animal. Yeah, it's not fast.
But that'll get better with just as I've made all these mistakes, and you guys are being a witness of it because I'm new to shooting archery and crossbows and stuff.
Mhm.
Like I made a lot of those mistakes with muzzleloader in the beginning, and then as I got better at it, like even when I shot that elk with Sean,
Mhm.
I remember like it was yesterday. Sean looked up at me and was like, "Damn, dude, you already reloaded? Good work, dude." Because I was just ready, like, because I've had it happen to me in the past where it's like, dude, you got to get another freaking bullet in them sometimes, like right away.
Yeah.
Like, right away. So yeah, again, we all just keep learning. We learn every year. That's what I love about hunting.
Yeah, it never stops.
It's like, dude, and fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, what we've been learning with these bass lures with coho, which we're not going to talk about because it's a hunting episode, but it's like that stuff's exciting.
Yeah.
This is like, wow, dude, this is like
No.
new territory.
Yeah.
So that's what makes hunting so cool.
You ever just want to wear a powdered wig when you're muzzleloader hunting?
That's powdered wig. What else is a freaking negative?
I have no.
I mean, you're still. I mean, compared to a rifle, you're limited to distance.
Yeah.
Especially us.
Really, you should only be shooting like 125, 150 yards max.
Yeah.
And 150 yards, even with our muzzleloaders with a 1-power scope, because in the state of Washington, you can only have a 1-power, no magnification. 150 yards is far.
Yeah.
With 1-power.
I feel like it's like you can't see the vitals with the crosshair. Yeah.
Just put it on hair and fire, but
Let her rip, tater chip. Aim high and let her fly. Yeah.
do not aim high. You're not doing that.
I'm sorry.
Sounds like the wrong
Never mind.
person.
We're not aiming high ever again on any animal I ever shoot. Ever. Ever, dude.
Whoa.
Head shot
Get
them all.
low.
Ear shot them all. Well, yeah, I'm sure you guys will have some other negatives, and we want to hear them in the comments. You know, drop some negatives, drop some positives, drop some pros, drop some cons. But yeah, let's move on to rifle.
Yeah. I feel like this is your game.
Oh yeah,
Big time.
I'm a big rifle guy. And I got Ray, who's making my hand loads for me, who's very seasoned in that. I mean, my rifles can shoot, accurately like 1,500 yards, which is cool. Like when you get to that range, there's a whole different ballpark of shooting, which is cool. Like that's interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Which is cool. And
yeah, it almost becomes a science.
So one of the massive positives is distance.
Mm-hmm.
You can get a lot further out with a rifle, and I think a lot of us are pretty comfortable. Like I would shoot a deer to 500 yards and be pretty comfortable with it. I think anything our guns can handle past that for sure, but I probably wouldn't take the shot just knowing that I don't have the experience to be firing at stuff that far.
A lot can go wrong too. Like, and that's where it's like trigger time is the biggest thing.
yeah, you have to go and you have to shoot.
Yeah.
And one thing like my father always had me do is he'd always say, he's like, go out, every evening or whatever, then you get off work and put one round in your gun. Because
That's all you get.
That's a hunting scenario. You get one round to shoot typically.
Yeah.
You go throw it down range, you miss, you try to make an adjustment for tomorrow.
Cold barrel and everything.
And just, cold barrel, cold bore shot.
Yep.
Get dialed in doing that, and your success and like hitting that animal, ethically and good.
So that's another positive, because over the years when I've rifle hunted, like there's been times where I've had to take quick shots, and I've been comfortable taking quick shots because I'm comfortable with the rifle and you can do it and you can make an ethical shot doing it. You're not doing that with a bow.
No.
It's really tough with a muzzleloader as well. And especially to do it ethically.
Yeah.
Like you're definitely not doing it with a bow, and with a muzzleloader, you're probably not going to get the most ethical shot if you try to take a really, really fast one. And so I think with a rifle, I mean, you hear stories all the time about guys, and I know I got tons of them over the years, where it's like, yeah, I was just walking, buck jumped up and started running at 40 yards and I dropped him. You can't do that with anything but a rifle, really.
No.
So, we'll talk about
we'll get to that. Yeah.
But
I think another really huge one is having the silencers on your rifle. That literally this year saved my skin on my antelope hunt. Like having a silencer and having the ability to put a silencer on your weapon is just like, I missed my shot at 520 yards on my antelope, and without having that silencer, those animals would have been long gone. Like they would have heard it, but that silencer,
It really muffles.
they had no idea. And that just that changed rifle hunting altogether. Like I got another opportunity that otherwise I wouldn't have had. So like having that ability is just another huge success, like ability to have in the field.
I have zero experience with them.
They're cool.
Yeah.
I mean,
I've been looking at them, but
They're
I
really
don't
cool.
have any experience with them just yet. So
like when we were watching Dakotas, me and Mama were sitting there watching Dakota sneak up on that deer. We didn't hear the shot at all.
you just saw the deer go.
oh no way.
Yeah.
Not
so
even a
cool.
whisper, nothing.
Really?
No.
that's
You had
bad.
no idea he even shot.
Wow.
It was cool. Yeah, they were cool.
Wow. Okay. Might be more sold on.
So what other benefits, John, to a rifle?
Another-
Scopes.
Oh
Yeah, dude, the scopes are. I mean, I have a Zeiss V4 Conquest on mine.
Yeah,
the
that's
V6. I mean, that literally. You have an animal that's 800 yards out. That scope brings it here in your vision through it. Like,
Yeah.
you can just really get close into that thing. And,
Yep.
and when you're laying down prone, like you can really make a good shot. And a scope, having the scopes are just.
And mind you, like this is what you do. Like this is John's wheelhouse. So it's like he has a rifle that's built. He has the scope to back up on it. He has the custom rounds. So again, it's not, and you can go get rifles, off the shelf that are super accurate. You can buy, not necessarily. I don't know how. I know that scope's not cheap,
But it's like I know you can go and buy a few. When I say a few, $400, $500, $600 scopes, throw them on there, and you can have great success with that with off the shelf ammo.
Yeah, Sean, our camera guy on Addicted Guys, has been getting really into hunting, and he bought a super nice Tika.
Yeah.
7mm and put like a $500 scope on there, and it's a great gun.
That's money. Yeah.
I mean, back in the day, like probably 30 years ago now, like to have a long distance shooting gun, like you had to spend some serious coin to get one.
Yeah.
Like
You're
spending a lot of money to get a long distance. Manufacturers now have made so many advancements in the rifle industry that you can buy, an $800 rifle, $800 to $1,200 out of the box that is going to do everything you want it to do.
Yeah.
Downrange. I mean, it is.
Yep.
They're shooting groups that are just, like that, inch groups, and that is accurate.
That's all you need.
Yeah, you
all
can't
you
ask
need,
for
man.
more.
It's just when you get into that longer game, that's when you have to start making.
It's where the consistency comes into play, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah, the guy who helped me, same with John's guy that helped me, he had my gun shooting, he said 900 yards through the same hole.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was disgusting.
Gross.
Yeah, shout out to you, Ray. Thank you.
Ray's a beast.
Wow.
And it worked, dude. First animal I shot with that gun, smoked him.
This year, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. That's
Smoked him thanks to John.
Yeah, it's just I think the biggest advantage to having a rifle is just like you can get in there and the animals don't know you're even there. Whereas muzzleloader,
Everything else you gotta
Archery.
get closer usually.
it's always they're close, and there's so many factors of them detecting you. Whereas a rifle, dude, I mean, if you're doing it right, like they have no idea you're even there.
Which is so cool though too. Like when you can sit there and just watch the animal. You know what I mean? Like there's no rush, especially given where you're at too, is it's like there's times you can spot that animal and it's not always easy because more than anyone here that those deer can still pick you up, even from a long ways away and be gone.
Mm-hmm.
They don't get huge like the ones that you have over there for, just being stupid and hanging out. But to be able to sit there and watch an animal just kind of just do its thing, whether it's just laying there, whether it gets up, beds back down, just being in it, like its natural habitat. It's really cool. Like that's something that I like about rifle hunting is because you can have that stuff.
Yeah, so the last day of late buck, I took Sharon up to try to go hunt.
Mm.
And we drove around on the sediment side,
Mhm.
and we were driving one of these lower roads where you can get down around on this bench, and then you can look at all this like 5-year-old reprod across the way,
Yeah.
where the trees are just perfect.
Yeah.
And I just sat there, dude, for like 40 minutes just glassing this thing, and I found a 3x4 dude, a super freaking nice one with like really nice eye guards, but he was so tucked up underneath one of these trees that all you could see was his face and his antlers just like turning around back and forth. And I sat there for an hour and a half watching him, thinking he's gonna get up at some point. I had my gun perfectly set up, like ready. I'm like, I'll eat my tag for this deer.
Yeah.
Like I will eat my click attack tag for this deer if he gets up and I can get a shot on him. It was that nice. It wasn't a monster, but it was like that, but a 3x4 with eye guards.
Yeah. I'd shoot it.
And I watched him for an hour and a half, and then we had to leave. Sharon wanted to, I had to go take Sharon to that freaking Christmas lighting thing.
Yeah.
And so, love you, Sharon. But, so we had to leave. And so I'm like, well, screw it. I'm just going to try to go around and sneak on him. And so what I did was so the way he was bedded, there was like, I figured he would get up and like run this way because it was how he could get out and go like into the timber.
Disappear.
And get away. And so I come around and I'm like, okay, he's going to get up. Second he gets up, he's going to run that way, and I'm going to have like a long time to get him.
No.
He goes straight down, gave me no shot. Literally, he jumped up, ran straight down into the bottom of into like blackberries where you couldn't even see him running.
Yeah. Just swallowed up by it. Yeah.
I was like, well, that didn't work.
Blew that one.
Yeah. So that, again, blacktailers really smart too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So,
Wow.
but my point in telling you that was I was ready to shoot that deer. It was 543 yards, and I ranged him. I had my paperwork out from Ray. I had it all freaking dialed in, dude. I had the wind dialed. I was like, this thing gets up, he's dead.
Done.
And he just never would get up.
Could you see any of this?
No, dude, you literally you could just see his face and his antlers. And dude, there was 2 trees of reprod that were like growing into each other, and he was just like up in it, dude. Up in it.
That was the same thing with Colt's buck this year that he
Would have never found him without.
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah.
But one, then I found him. Just got glass hard, dude. If you just, if I didn't sit there for 45 minutes and really glass around, like.
Yeah.
Those binoculars make a world of difference.
Yeah.
A world of difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to SIG.
Yeah.
We have the SIG, like, stabilizing binoculars. And, dude, they're unreal.
Yeah.
They're unreal. And
Oh,
SIG, shout out to Jake from SIG. He just sent me the 50s. And so, dude, they pull in so much light, and they're just, I don't care who you are. You can argue it till you, I don't care. They're the best binoculars
I will never.
that are made.
I will never go back. Ever.
You can go buy the most expensive binocular that you want. They are the best.
Have you guys ran out of battery yet? It's the worst day of your life.
One
just so
time
you
at
know.
John's this year. I did.
Yeah, and then you're back to old school, dude, and it's like shit.
It's
you like
worse
this.
It's worse than old school because it has that freaking.
Oh, it's just like rotates. That's
It's terrible.
But anyway, look at the SIG binoculars. They're expensive, guys, but they're worth every freaking penny. They will help you kill more animals.
Buy once, cry once. That's
Yeah.
what I say.
Yeah. Okay, what other positives to rifle?
God,
Sorry, I derailed that conversation big time, guys.
The
Sorry.
other positive to rifle, say on public land, you get a hunt with 10,000 of your closest friends.
No, that's not positive.
Oh, that's not positive. Never
We
mind. That's
gotta
not
go to
positive.
the negative on that.
Oh, okay.
God, I think we covered most of the positives on it. Really, I can't think of anything else off the top of my head with it.
Yeah.
I was going to say another positive, in my opinion, even though it was a positive on the other ones too, is I think seasons. Because, like, rifle hunters get some pretty epic, like, late season
Their late
hunts.
season's good.
Like, they get some, like, opportunity.
You guys get good on the Oregon coast.
Yeah.
Like, that lines up, like, right when our rifle elk lines up. And those, like, that is blacktail rut.
Yep.
And you see,
they can hunt till November 7th.
yeah. You see some of the biggest blacktail, like, killed in Oregon at that time of the year. And it's like, I'll look on Facebook pages and I'm like, ooh. Like I'm saying, I'm getting an Oregon rifle tag next year. Like, I don't even care. I'm just going to do it because I can hop across the river and go hunting. Like, it's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Oregon has great opportunity. Great
Yeah, for
opportunity.
rifle, especially. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think seasons are definitely a positive. So,
What's some negatives about it?
yeah, let's hear all the positives in the comments, guys, because I know we're missing stuff. I know we are.
Yeah.
But negatives is just like Cliff brought up already. Like, the pressure that comes with rifle hunting is
Extreme.
ridiculous. Like, in our woods, I mean, dude, it's like, it's unbearable.
And mind you, that's even on permitted land. Like, we don't have everyone. So,
Well, even on the non-perm, like, dude, I drive up one day to just
Mhm.
DNR.
mm-hmm.
Like, oh, I'm just going to drive up to DNR.
No, you're not. Yeah.
Dude, 3 miles down the road,
Mhm.
16 trucks.
Yeah.
3 miles. That's all I had driven.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, dude, no one's going to kill anything. Like,
Littered. But honestly, like getting off the beaten path, like
Yeah.
yeah, I
get
was
away
driving
from-
a freaking road. I get it. But it's like, yeah, you definitely can get away. And then the guys that do are the ones that kill the big ones.
The one thing I will say, and I know a lot of guys, like, we look at it that way and like, oh my God, there's all these guys in the woods. The beautiful thing about that, especially over here on the wet side of the state, it's so thick. If you get a bunch of guys running around, they
Pushes
start
the deer
kicking
around.
those animals around.
Yeah.
And yeah, eventually, yes, they will push into the stuff that nobody's going to go into. But like the first couple weekends, I feel like it gives you a great opportunity at seeing possibly one of the bigger animals until the rut.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, just there's a lot of people, and it's like we've had it to where I remember being a kid, we'd hunt down at the coast, and there was a group of guys that they would go and they would like sleep in their trucks the night before season because it's a race to get there. Like everybody has their spots. It's like you get there, and when you have all these guys that show up, and you're not the first one there, and I'll admit, like when whenever I wanted to rifle hunt, like I was the first one there, because it was you want your spot. You've been waiting all year to get there, and then you show up, and my stepdad, he was never one to like go walk in the dark. He's like, go walk past the animals. I don't even care. Can't see them, don't matter. I know where I want to go, and that's where I want to be. And it's like, so that's one of like, I want to say the disadvantages. It's like you can't. It's the pressure again. You can't just go out and be like, I'm gonna go over to this hill, or I'm gonna hunt this knob, or this clear cut that's over here. Like I don't, you're not by yourself.
Well, that's what's crazy. Like I was telling Colt, I was like, oh, how many people did you see? Because I kept telling him to go to certain areas, and he just is typical, just doesn't listen to me. But like, I saw 2 guys, the entire 2 trucks.
Wow.
The whole area. I'm talking driving all of this, everything.
Yeah.
2 dudes. And I saw 2 bucks.
Saw 2 bucks last day. He just missed one.
Huh?
The one that he missed.
Oh, yeah.
Because he didn't listen to me.
Yeah, he misses. Colt, we love you.
I think it's because you aimed high.
I think a big con, especially with kids, is getting them into the wrong rifle.
Agreed.
Getting them into the wrong rifle can be one of the biggest deterrents of hunters, especially in the youth.
Yeah.
Like if you get a kid and give them a shoulder cannon,
that's a good point.
It's gonna kick and hurt them, like just kicks like a mule.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of rifles out there that do that. That will instantly turn them off of it, and like nobody wants. I don't like getting hammered in the shoulder by a round. And
I hate it.
And it's just you flinch, and it's just not good. So I think that's a real big con of you got to go in and you got to shoot different guns and figure out something that's suited for you.
Yep.
This thing, and it's all going to differ by age and your experience and whatnot. But I really do think with kids, because I have kids, that you got to put them in the right. Because Shay, she does not like to hunt because she got put in that situation and got walloped, and she says, I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like this. I'm like, you got to try something. I'll put you on something, and just she's just scared of it. So.
I had a girlfriend one time shoot a 3.5 inch double buck 12 gauge.
Super full choke.
Yeah, dude. I was like, you should just shoot it. Doesn't kick that bad. Dude,
you're such a jerk.
It knocked her over. Completely knocked her on the ground. It was gnarly.
That is what I'm talking about, right? Dude.
She never shot another gun.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's true. It's not just applies to rifle. It can apply to shotguns.
Mm-hmm.
Shotguns especially, but
single shots too.
That's what it was.
Oh my dude, you're such a jerk.
New England on full choke.
Break act.
Did you hate 32-inch barrel?
Composite stock, as lightweight as it could get.
She was acting all tough, dude.
Broke up with him the next day. Yeah.
And then like a month later, we broke up. All right, what other negatives to rifles?
Man, I can't really think of any other than that.
They are killing machines. That's for sure.
They're very efficient. They're the most efficient method.
There's just an array of them. There's every single freaking brand. Like
a lot of the units are closed. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah.
Like a lot of the units, you cannot use rifles, and that sucks. Like a lot of the really good units, I think, in Washington, and I'm sure it's like that. No, I know it's like that in Idaho as well, because a lot of the like over-the-counter like units that are archery are special draw for rifle. So
because they're so efficient.
Yeah, because you can kill something from so far away.
Yeah, I think that's kind of an animal savior right there because they are that good.
Yep.
Yeah. And depending on like where you're hunting too. I mean, we have a unit that's, restricted firearms. So it's like there are units, you can hunt it during the season, but you can't, you can use a muzzleloader, shotgun, or archery.
Mm-hmm.
And they do limit it.
Yeah, they limit it for sure. I mean, it's weird. I don't know why they wouldn't let us shoot rifles right around all the houses and stuff.
It's strange. I don't know. They do it all the time in Tacoma.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if it's really a con, but I think that, becoming fluent with that rifle is You got to practice.
I think
that's with
any
everything.
weapon. Yeah, any weapon you need to be efficient.
You apply it to all of them, but
Yep.
like.
So I told Sean, did I tell you Sean's story this year? So I meet up with Sean because I'm going to take him hunting. I do all this research, I figure out this area to take him, and I take him hunting. I'm like, how's your rifle? You get it all sighted in and stuff? He's like, yeah. I'm like, cool. I'm like, was it shooting good and stuff? He's like, yeah. He's like, my first shot, it was bullseye. My second shot was like not very good. And then my third shot, I didn't even hit the paper. And I'm like, Sean, that's not good then. It's not dialed. Like, you only shot 3 bullets in it. He's like, yeah, I only put 3 rounds to it because my first shot was good. He's like, my second 2, I just think I pulled. I'm like, are you serious? So I'm like, if we're going hunting tomorrow, dude, we're ending this morning hunt early and you have to go shoot. Like, I'm not going to take you hunting and have you put you on a deer and then you just, like, so I made him leave. I'm like, and he only had 1 box of ammo. And then again, he's a new hunter. I'm not like, he was going with me so I could teach him, but it was funny, like what he thought he could do. You know, he's like, well, I just bought this ammo at Buymark because it was cheap. And I'm like,
Oh, God.
and he was shooting 3 different kinds of ammo. He had ammo that he bought at the Sportsman show, ammo that he got at Sportsman's. Yeah, dude, it was all over the map. So I got him all straightened out. But yeah.
Typically, I didn't have
Getting comfortable with the rifle is huge.
I usually have everyone shoot. I didn't do it this year, but I know because Ray does all our rifles. He's literally proofing them and giving us back, and like they're solid dial. Like you're hitting holes, driving nails on fence posts.
You're shooting deer at 200 plus yards for full run,
full sprint.
Yeah, so I'm not worried about that. But like any other rifles that he has not done, I'm always shooting, like making sure, just even the week before season, just make sure everything's perfect.
Dude, I thought about just giving him all my rifles.
You should.
I got my 220. I got my 22 250, my Coyote one that would be sick to have sighted in. My 30-06, just so I have a backup, like forest rifle.
Yeah. He's good. He's been doing it for.
And it's just nice. It's like, dude, this guy knows exactly what he's doing.
He has a lot of people that just send him, like, literally when they're done with the season, he goes and, shoots them for him, gets them just perfect. Like, literally as perfect as they could be. And that's what they do. Just in the off season, like when they're done hunting, send it to him. He sends it back, and your rifle is just
Money.
Sounds like a plan. When are we sending ours?
whatever we want.
I like that. I like that idea because then which we do it anyway ourselves, right? But it's like we're not freaking special forces snipers.
Yeah. When you have someone that does it for as long as he has, and like he gets your rounds, and that's what it is. Like it's your ammo that you're shooting is the most crucial part of it.
Yeah.
And
Good for consistency for sure.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
All right, little recap. So we've covered archery, we've covered muzzleloader, we've covered rifle, and we want to hear your guys' opinions on all those. So if there's anything we've missed, pros, cons, like definitely drop some comments and let us know. But now we need to talk about shotgun. And how many of you guys, have either of you hunted big game at all with a shotgun?
No.
Just birds.
Yeah. They were big birds.
So I grew up in a unit of my hometown where shotgun was legal. You could shoot archery, shotgun, or muzzleloader. And the people who taught me hunting, the people who got me into hunting, were really big into shooting blacktail with shotguns. And they would use double-aught buckshot. And it is deadly. I mean, that stuff, it's 15 bullets, and they're shooting pretty fast. Like, you have a lot of room for air, too. Just like one time I was hunting with Josh Handy, and we were walking down this trail, walking super slow, dude, and we just like almost stepped on this buck. He popped up from the right, and as he was jumping, I just swung my shotgun mid-jump and just rolled him. And with any other gun, you would have never been able to do that. But with double-aught buckshot, 15 bullets shooting, we were so close to that buck, it didn't matter where I aimed.
Felt all of it.
He was getting smoked because he was so close. And you couldn't have done that really. A rifle, you probably could have smoked him too, because he was so close, but it would have been tougher for sure.
Yeah, you get one versus
that could be a disadvantage
15.
to a rifle too. Sometimes you
Close
can't
range.
too close. Mm-hmm. Like close ranges would be tough if you're like hunting in the forest. That's why a lot of guys use those 45-70s and stuff in the big timber.
Super thick. I mean, when you can't see more than 100 yards.
Yeah. So shotgun with my very first blacktail that I ever killed was with a shotgun. And I told the story on the podcast before about Bob finding it. But yeah, double aught buck is deadly. And as I got more into it, we started using like 3.5 inch double aught, like
Just some wallops.
they're
Magnums.
not getting away, dude.
Yeah.
They're not getting away.
Yeah.
How many years did you do that?
Man, all my first years hunting, all my first bucks that I ever shot were all with shotguns.
Wow.
Like all, so I have right now, last year at the Sportsman Show, I gave a taxidermist all my old antlers, like every single buck that I kept over the years.
Yeah.
And he was going to mount them all for me on a
giant
barn door.
Oh,
And then he was going to put the Addicted Hunting logo like he was going to like burn it
That's awesome.
into the door. So it should be pretty sick. But yeah, all those bucks are
That's rad,
all
dude.
there. Yeah. Crazy story. One time I was hunting with Bobby and we were hunting this area where we'd always see tons of grouse and we'd see like we're deer hunting. And so we deer hunt, and I'm walking around all day with my buckshot in there or whatever. Well, at least what I think is my buckshot. And so we're hunting all day because I had 2 bird loads and then I had 3 buckshot. And this is so terrible that this happened, but I'm going to tell the story anyway because I'm going to be real about it. And I was young when this happened. I was 17. But we're done hunting. It's like noon. Sun's full in the air. It's like getting warm out. And we're walking back and we're like talking. Like not even hunting.
Mm-hmm.
And we round the corner and this 3-point buck is like 10 feet. Like from me to you. And we were so close to him that he just like, he froze because we were so close. I think it freaked him out too. He didn't know what to do. And Bobby's like, shoot it. And I panicked too. I was like, what do I do? And dude, I pulled up and shot that thing and I had a freaking bird load in. And so it just literally like, I don't know what it did to him, but it didn't do nothing. Like he just ran off like he just got like slapped in the face or something.
Just tickled him.
Oh, dude, what a freaking heartbreaker.
The old 3.5
It was a
tickle.
stupid grouse load too. It was like,
Like number 6 shot or something.
yeah. So that's a negative to shotguns. If you walk around with multiple loads, don't do that. It's not very
You
smart.
probably had bees sting him harder.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. For
Yeah,
sure.
I know. I've never shot any big game. I do a lot of bird hunting though.
Yeah.
I love
What's the
it.
effective range on that?
So we would shoot bucks out to like 50 yards.
Okay.
Yeah, you could shoot them out to 50 pretty easily.
I always wondered about that. I'm like,
Yeah. We want to use a full choke, and most of the time we'd aim for the neck or the head.
so you might.
Yeah. You aim for the neck or the head. You want them
You
to
don't
drop.
destroy any of the meat either.
Well, and you just want them to drop. Like if you make with a full choke, at 40 yards, a full choke at 15 pellets, dude, it's like our groups are like this big.
Wow.
So like there's 15 bolts.
Just
I mean, when it hits them,
wallops them.
dude, it just
yeah.
drops them.
You're going back to Ohio maybe for
I'm thinking about it.
a shotgun.
Yeah.
Shotgun and
Uh,
that'd be kind of fun.
it's just going to depend on how life is, but
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it.
How else are you gonna get that hat trick?
I know. I'm thinking about it. Yeah. So some other negatives to shotgun, obviously you don't have the range. You have to get close. A lot of guys will use slugs. A lot of guys, especially in these units local here that you can use shotguns, they use slug guns, which are also super freaking effective, but they blow holes in the deer.
Yeah.
Like they blow holes in them.
Yeah.
And they wall up you pretty good. From
Dude,
my
I've seen
understanding.
literally like holes. Like they destroy them.
That's not really, if you're wanting some meat,
No.
that's not really the way.
But they work. They definitely
Oh,
work.
yeah.
They definitely kill.
Shit.
They definitely
Get some. Get some every time.
Ain't running.
Yeah. But I loved it. Shotgun hunting was a lot of fun. I'm sure there's guys out there that still do it. I know there's guys that still do it.
Well, especially like over like Midwest, I know that like some of those areas like they have shotgun seasons specifically.
Yeah, well, that's like where we hunt in Ohio.
Yeah.
That's all shotgun.
Yeah. So I mean they rifled slug guns, so it's like they get a little bit more distance out of it. Again, I'm not talking like I'm an expert. I watch a lot of YouTube. But I mean, you see that and it's like, well, that's kind of cool. But then I've also heard like the negative part of it is to where like they wall up you pretty good from what I've heard. I know it's different for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think to start to kind of wrap things up, guys, it's like, for me, like I want to be someone who hunts all weapons. Like
Extend
I
your
want
season.
to be able to hunt all of them, and I want to be able to try to get at least decently good at hunting with all the weapons.
Yeah.
But I think for, if you're new and you're just starting or listening to this or whatever and you want to get into hunting, I would recommend picking one, getting good at it, getting sufficient with it, and then think about switching to another one.
Yeah.
And pick it based on what, you want to do, if you, or time that you have.
Yeah.
Yep. And yeah, you can, look at all of us. Like we've been using these methods for a while now and we're still learning.
Yeah.
Like by no means are we experts on any of them.
No.
And there's every year we're learning something like, oh, I did this wrong. It's just a learning curve.
The learning curve. You just got to keep at it. And that's why I was saying, next year, it's like, I'm going to make sure that when I go to Ohio, dude, I know how to shoot that crossbow to a T.
Yeah. I want to take a lot of offhand shots because that is one thing I don't think we covered, like with the crossbow, is that it's cumbersome. It's not like a rifle. It's not like a bow. I personally don't think they're really balanced. And then just having that extra weight out there and everything, that's just my own opinion, but it's definitely.
Yeah. That's what happens when you buy a jank crossbow.
Yeah.
Mine's super balanced.
But when we were practicing when we got there,
Dawn was offhanding 30-yard friggin' bullseyes.
I know. That's what you got.
Hey, I don't know if you noticed, but you never even really saw any bucks that you could shoot at.
But I know if I saw one. Shots fired. Right place, right time, boys. That's all I gotta say.
You've been throwing shade at me the whole podcast, so I gotta throw something back. All right, everyone. Well, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate all you guys out there. And again, drop some comments, thumbs up the videos, share it out to family and friends. We're going to keep doing this podcast and keep learning with you, keep educating you. And till next time, we'll see you guys in the woods.
Or
not.